ice thumbs. I'm cold. Even with like all these layers on, I'm still cold.
Mm-hmm. Well, you're so pretty. So
that's all that matters. Yeah.
That balances it out.
Gotta.
Should I get this hair down? Ooh, you guys are so attractive.
No.
Yeah.
That's probably true. You don't need to say it out loud. Don't boot my nose. Not in front of all the publics. Them's private boots.
So how was your exercise this morning?
It was good.
Out in the frozen tundra.
It was good. Do you know one thing that was like extremely immediately noticeable?
Was the frozen tundra?
Well, when the sun came up over the frozen tundra. So like when the sun was still behind the trees, it was very cold. But then when the sun came up, I was like, I could feel my hands again. I was like, that must be due to the direct sunlight. So yeah, the sunrise was really, really cool. So
you were able to feel your hands.
Val said, "Good morning. Am I here alone?" Basically, Val, I don't know how you popped in so quickly, but everyone will start getting the alert soon. We do know that Val. Kelly is here. Heath just joined. Said, "Hey, Heath, how did your food go yesterday?" I don't even remember what food it was.
Oh my gosh, you just cannot.
Juicy Lucy. Yes, nailed it. So,
I was going to say, how can you have such a tactile memory and then don't remember a Juicy Lucy?
Do I have a tactile memory? What is a tactile memory? Okay, we're just moving on.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, one that we can recall stuff. What do you call that?
Like a photographic, but then there's eidetic.
That's what I meant to say. Eidetic. Because a tactile eidetic. I think tactile is actually designed.
Yeah.
CCTV.
No. Yeah.
Never mind. It's like a floor plan or something. It's a floor pattern.
Mom's here says, "Yay, good morning. Greetings and salutations." Absolutely. Sylvia here says, "Hello, good morning." Gigi said, "Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. How are you this?"
Good morning.
How are you this? How are you this?
I think I'm kind of this.
I don't know. I don't know how I'm this. Like, how am I this?
I'm like a jazzy.
Oh my gosh. You're a this. I love it. Dre's here, says good morning all. Rashana's here, says grand rising and happy Saturday, #WAC fam. Fee is here, says
Saturday,
morning all and happy Saturday. Yes, Dee's here, says morning good weather. It's the freaking weekend. You're right, but I mean, my day's going to be busy. Today's the last day of the conference, so I want to be pretty much sitting here in front of this computer all day.
You have been in a conference.
Yes. And also a conference, though. Yes, without the things, but
it's like one of those virtual conferences.
Yes, it is a virtual conference.
So you need to see that.
Yes. So Amber will be over here in a little bit, and we'll be watching. We'll be watching today, and it's good. But it's just I feel like I should be working, even though this is kind of working.
In those conferences, do you have multiple rooms, multiple topics?
No. Okay. So generally it's like we're all in a big room and we're watching a speaker and everything, but then sometimes they do like make us or they do send us into breakout rooms to talk a little smaller about what we've learned, which you can do that in Zoom, which is really cool. Like go to a breakout room, So
wow, so you still have that same effect. But
exactly.
Virtual.
And then they're saying this room is closing in like 10 seconds and then it'll just pop you right back to the main room. So
that's nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Dr. Wise said, good morning, WAC fam. Ear hustling on the treadmill this morning. Absolutely. I was on the bike. I'm already done. Shelly said, happy Saturday, WAC fam. Gail said, good morning, Autumn and Richard.
You do yours before.
Yes.
You'd be doing them on the live.
Yeah, no, nobody wants to see me do that. I definitely cannot read comments, talk, and pedal my bike at the same time.
You ain't lying. Something would happen. What?
I could do all those things at the same time if I wanted to. But you're not supposed to agree with me.
Oh my God. What? I'm supposed to always agree. See, there you go.
See, I can see where you would think that, but you actually weren't supposed to do that that time. Okay. No, you should be like, no, girl, you can do whatever you set your mind to.
Oh, now I know.
Yeah. He said, I had a few issues with the camera, but I think it went really well for a Virgin Voyage. Plan on doing another one next Friday. That's awesome. Yeah. Practice makes perfect, Heath. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. And Juicy Lucy's already.
Jeffrey's here, says, good morning. Did any basketball or wrestling situation go on?
For the shrinkage.
Yes, for the
Lucy's.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Joyce said, good morning, WAC fam. Finally getting to ear hustle today. Thank goodness, no Candyland. Awesome. I'm so glad that you're here,
honestly,
Joyce.
At this point, Joyce, does it even matter?
Jeffrey said WWE SmackDown.
You would have a nice tolerance for him now.
The candy would just not. But she's out on the floor, so she can't listen. Like she can't.
That's what it is.
Yeah, she's out and with the shopping public. You know,
I'm telling you, one of them.
Treva's here. Says good morning, family. Hi, Treva. I'm so glad you're here. I haven't talked to you in so long.
Opposite the manager of the camp.
I know, right? Well, no, like you see, that's too much work. That's too much work.
Now if you stock in one thing, just put the camera this way, put everybody on this side.
That's how you put up candy.
Yeah. Okay, use 2 hands.
You're so smooth. But what if a customer comes and asks you where something is?
Like, yes, ma'am.
No, see, that's too much. That's too much.
Yes, ma'am. Let's go.
No.
It's literally pop out.
I would honestly be mortified. Like I used to be so scared when I worked at Target. This is back when I was a teenager. That like people would come up and ask me where things are because like them stores are so huge. I don't know where that stuff is.
I love that.
No,
because then we both go on an adventure.
No.
Yes. Like everybody has something. Phew, let me go. Excuse me, I gotta go help this person. Bye.
No.
Bye.
No. Because
I'll be back in 10 minutes.
My nature is that I don't like to not know things. You know,
I love to explore.
To go on an adventure. Yeah.
Let's go exploring. I gotta get my mayonnaise hats.
That's not
my Indiana Jones.
Oh, we gonna find this mayonnaise.
Indiana Jones will.
Oh my gosh, you're ridiculous. No, absolutely. That's so funny. So And I hated even more being a cashier because like it was all about speed. I don't like anything where you're like timed. Like let me do my own thing. I don't like being a cashier because things like get messed up. There's a line. Like, yeah.
Oh man.
And then this was back when people like a lot of people could like pay with checks. I was like, checks, and then have to run. I had to feed the check to the machine and have to write on the back of it. And I was just like, oh.
See, the thing with that is though the smoothness is with cards, and that cards is so much simpler than money or checks.
And then when like people used to have coupons and just like,
see anything that slows down the process.
Treva said, I'm working today, but I'm in here ear hustling. Well, we're glad that you're here. Who would make you work on a Saturday? Why would they do that to you? Gail said, what is Richard on this morning? I need some of that. He's just on this is his natural energy.
When we talk about fun stuff
like finding items in the store,
going on adventures.
No, absolutely not.
Man, we're in my world.
Rashana says to Shelly, I believe yoga and deep stretching is helping. I'm going to do that for another week to move to more strengthening yoga.
Ooh,
I need to see.
That's what you need to do.
I wish I could do yoga. Like my lower body hurts really bad from the weightlifting that I have to do, that I did early this week. But these mornings, like weekend mornings is when I would normally do yoga and stretching and stuff. But it's just like I have to hurry up and ride my bike because like for the last 2 days, I've been riding my bike on the conference, So, I mean, that's been cool at least to where, because if I was like in Atlanta, if it was in person, those conferences are like 12 hours. I would have had to do it like at night, So
that's even more impressive with 75 hours. The universe has worked out that way.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
Yeah. So I'm glad that I'm not there. Yeah. So
impressive.
Treva said, it's me, it's not them. I can be obsessive over my inbox. Ooh, same. I feel you, girl. Same. Working when you don't have to work, like just for the sake of catching up and organizing and stuff like that.
Especially if you don't have like a punch in, punch out job. Like
yes.
If you have a
salary.
Career, if you have a career, that job never leaves you. So you're at home. You can let it pound whatever you want to, but you just hurting yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, at a punch job, it's just like 8 o'clock, I'm out. Bye.
See, that's what I've always envied about my mom's job. As specialized and maybe as high stress as it is. She does not have when she's off work, she's completely
no pager.
Off. Like she does not have to worry about work or like her work piling up because it's like a continuous engine. Somebody picks up where she leaves off and blah blah blah. Whereas anytime I took off with my old job, it was just like, I can't even enjoy it because I know my work's piling up. So what's the point,
especially like when the only person in your department or something like that. Now, still, even if you have a regular 8 o'clock punch job, you can still have those jobs where it's like you're the only one there. These same jobs are going to be here when you get back on Monday.
Yeah, exactly. You're the only one. Yeah. I love that my mom, like there's 4 people that knows exactly what her job is, so they're interchangeable and they can pick up. Yeah, exactly. They can like tag in. Yeah. Cece said, "Good morning, Autumn and Richard and the family. Just finished exercising, fixing the grandbaby breakfast. That's awesome. What is the child having?
Probably like little bacon, eggs, sausage,
toaster strudel, Pop-Tart, cereal bowl, waffle, pancake." I was just talking to Amber. Amber was trying to figure out like what to eat for breakfast. And I was just like, she was just
like today or just in
general? No, in general. Okay. And so she was like, maybe like smoked sausage and onions. And I was like, ooh, for breakfast? She goes, yeah. I was like, well, that's a good, that's actually a decent breakfast. And then she was just, I was like, she's like, but I have a lot of tuna. I was like, well, make like a tuna salad. She was like, and eat it for breakfast. That's weird. And I was just like, breakfast is a construct, okay? There is no appropriate food to eat at any time of the day. And the fact that society has convinced us that dessert is appropriate to eat for breakfast is even worse. Pancakes, waffles, cereal.
Dessert. It's just our mindset. Well, no, not because, I don't think like sausage and tuna, one's pretty okay.
No, I'm talking about what they do say is appropriate for
the sugary stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Cece said sausage. Yes. Awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. I cereals and all the sugary stuff aside, like there are like dinner things. Like tuna salad is like a unique thing to eat. Not gonna see like sausages.
But even that's a construct because like tuna salad is like, oh, that's like a good lunch or something like that. It's like, no, eat it whenever the F you want to eat it.
We know that, but we are designing over time. It does get drilled into our brain.
Debbie's here, says morning all. Kelly said, I was told your stomach don't know what time it is. You're right.
Yeah, for me, like I used to wake up at noon, so tuna is breakfast anyway, depending on what time you wake up.
Yeah.
But no, that's the way we're all raised in that mindset. For me, it was like bacon and eggs, sausage and eggs. Like I don't think of cereal and waffles, but I'm thinking like breakfast, that type of breakfast food, like eggs and something else. Like I don't go all the way to the other side with the cereals and the sugar, but I don't go to the super like let's have a
pot roast.
Yeah, tuna salad.
Then what's tuna salad?
I don't know. It's just a weird, like the mayonnaise is throwing me off. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I know.
He said, regardless of what the clock says, I can eat any food at any time. If I'm hungry, I'm hungry. You're right. Like,
I think that's just reality.
Yeah.
I think that's anybody. We hungry.
But see, no, because I'll be on Clubhouse a lot, and people are like, "What are good keto breakfasts? I'm sick of eggs," and I'm just like, eat whatever you want. Eat whatever you think tastes good first thing in the morning.
Well, that's the key.
If you have breakfast.
Exactly. No, that is the key. I'm just saying, for me, tuna salad does not have that. When I wake up in the morning, I'm like, ew, you know what I want right now? Some daggone tuna salad.
Yeah, but it's never about your whim. It's all about what you've planned to eat for the day. At least for me, that's what it is.
Tuna salad.
If it was in my plan, then I would
eat tuna salad.
Yes, if it was part of my plan, like if it fit my macros.
But also, you don't eat till 1 o'clock, so I wouldn't count that as breakfast.
Kelly said, "Good morning. Heading to Costco. Pray for me on a Saturday morning." Yes, I am praying for you. We went to Costco yesterday. It was pretty good. And so let me get the products and show you what I have to feature on the television tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Nice. Wait, what are you doing again?
I'm getting the products.
Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah. No, as far as breakfast goes in general, like for me, it was always something sausage or bacon and eggs. It was always, cereal. See, we never were waffles and pancakes stuff like super special occasion. Like we never did that weekly or nothing like that. So it was always just give me a quick sausage. Actually, what it used to be growing up, just get a sausage, put that thing on one piece of bread, run out of the house.
So these are the products. Okay, we all know Southern Recipe small batch pork rinds. I did not know. I knew they had the Korean is it kimchi or chili, whatever? But this is pasilla chili cheese. Like what? So I'm really excited to try those. But then I also had to talk about Rayburn's Philly cheesesteaks. And I was like, do I actually have to make these? And because I'm not eating them. She was like, yeah. Because I thought it was either or. And she was like, no, you have to talk about both of them. I was like, oh, okay. So this is going to be my keto option, of course. This is going to be my non-keto option.
Well, that's the brand that they make you use.
So should I put them in the microwave? I guess I could put them in the microwave versus the oven, especially if I'm not going to be eating them. So
no, we're definitely using the oven.
Okay. So we're going to put them in the oven because Richard's going to eat them. So.
Yeah, because they don't fit in your 75 hard. I just don't.
No, they're not. These are not keto. I would not eat these no matter what, whether I was doing 75 hard or not, sweetheart.
Oh, but 75 hard is really strict, and you definitely can't do them in that.
Yep, that is true. 75 hard
yellow and red days. 75 hard, you can't have any red days.
Yes, I wouldn't spend my red day on this anyway. Not that I don't like Rayburns. I've just never been like a whole like a microwave sandwich sort of person. Although don't get me wrong, these were next to the hot pockets, and I was like, but I do love me a hot pocket though, so maybe it's not such a far stretch.
If we weren't forced to use them, we wouldn't get them.
I mean, that is true.
Ta-da! But I'm not throwing them away because I ain't throwing no food away. You a lie. Oh, I'm gonna eat them daggone things. It's probably my only food all day too. I'll just eat that and call it a day. Close my eating window.
You're gonna have to reheat them.
Oh no! Said I have to reheat them.
You're gonna have to reheat them unless you want to eat them at 9 o'clock in the morning, because that's when the segment is.
Well, we have to open it up and show them?
Yes, I have to have 2 on display. Okay. That's why I bought 2 boxes. 1 to display the box, and then 2 because I have to take them out and actually have them visible.
So they told you that in the writing? You had to buy 2 boxes?
No, they told me they have to be prominently yet casually displayed, but 2 do need to actually be out like served. So
well, the TV magic is like on commercials. Half that stuff ain't even cooked anyway. It's just for appearance.
Yes, but in this case, these have to be hot. They have to appear to be hot, so they don't actually have to be hot.
Eat that, please.
No, I don't have to eat.
Yeah, we just gotta show them all.
Yeah.
Look at that table of stuff.
Yes, Dee said we always have breakfast. It's just whatever breaks your fast. I know, right?
Quick question. I want to ask. I was being really specific about tuna salad. Like I eat any meat and stuff like that, but I'm like, who wakes up and just eats tuna salad? That's all I was asking. Like that's just a unique thing. I don't. It was just an
example, but I would.
But I'm just being really specific. And that example, I never wake up like before like 11, 10 o'clock. I don't think I've ever eaten tuna like in my life, and I would really like tuna. It was just unique. It was just like something to get me think about. Mm-hmm. It was always like things that make you say,
Susie said, if I want steak for breakfast, I'll eat it. If I want eggs for dinner, I'll eat it. Samesies. Ooh, She also said I went to Costco yesterday and spent $435, $77. That's rent right there. That's a bill. Lord Jesus.
That's also a lot of food. Or maybe like she bought some like
with all the grands and stuff like that.
I got to just buy like one lighting rig.
Mom said, good grief, did you buy a TV? Bought a computer at Costco. How much money she spent?
If you go in any other aisle other than the food, the Costco stuff do be expensive. Yeah. Like what if she bought like a whole lighting rig or one of those ladders or something like that? She could have bought a Vitamix. Yeah, buy a generator that throws it up like 2 something like that.
Gina's here. Good morning.
You just need about 1 or 2 things at Costco to shoot your bill up to $500.
Wow.
Got to be food.
She said just meats and toiletry essentials and other things I didn't need. Yeah, meats will put you up there.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah,
she got a lot of food there.
Melody's here. Says good morning, Autumn and Richard and Work America. Absolutely.
It would appear your freezer's gonna be really full.
Dee said I would eat tuna salad sandwich for breakfast, and I'm pretty particular about having breakfast foods for breakfast. I mean, it could definitely be breakfast.
Have you done it before, Dee? Or are you just saying that? Melissa, have you ever done it before?
TC's here. Hi, TC.
I just want to know who has done it.
Melissa says, good morning, Autumn, Richard, and Whack Fam. Happy Saturday to all. Mm-hmm. He said you can also get new tires or book a cruise at Costco. Yeah, that's what she did. She booked a cruise. So
no, it's food. She had a cart full of steaks. And cheeses.
And probably some like crab, really.
That'll do it. Using 1 box of that.
Really, exactly. Really expensive.
Like 1 box of that's like 2. Like 180 or something like that.
Exactly.
That's how I look all the time.
We don't even have no business looking.
Get you a bag of scallops.
Dee says I have definitely had a tuna salad for breakfast, Richard. Look at that.
That's Canadian.
That's cray. I know, Canadian. Right? Maybe
that's Canada.
Canada. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
That's if you local. It's a local dialect. Interesting. That's very interesting. You up me by 1, Dee.
So I ate yesterday. Here's my problem, you guys. I gave myself a yellow day yesterday, and I did not even go crazy or anything, but I had 1 or 2 more things that were outside of my meal prep, even stuff like these pork rinds that I got, Like, these are not bad for me whatsoever, but they are not in my meal prep. So when I go through my day eating my meal prep, and I'm just like, oh, there's some extra pork rinds. I'll eat those. But like, that is not my plan. So now at this point, I've decided to completely reframe my yellow days, like, and change the criteria. My yellow day is any day I eat outside of my meal prep, as in I overeat, because you guys know it is about what you eat, but it's also how much you eat. And I can't just, and the thing is, I especially can't do that when my meal prep is 2,600 calories. It's just like, why? Like, that is enough calories. So I don't need to eat other food just because it's around. But I did have 1 or 2 extra things in addition to my meal prep that I was just like, I did not plan this. And so, like I said, it wasn't like a gobble, bar. It was just like, no, I've still got to be more disciplined. So I gave myself a yellow day.
75 hard or more you?
What? More meat. Yeah, just more meat. Like, there were plenty of times before the Christmas holiday where I could figure out what I was going to eat for meal prep. I could eat only that, and then I would be done. You know, I didn't feel this need to just add in extraneous things here or there, you know? And that's just what I'm doing. Like, ooh, I have these, flax crackers from a random keto crate a while ago that I didn't finish. Let me just have some of those. Like, no, that's not part of your meal prep. Like, there was a time.
The flax crackers?
No.
Okay.
No. Those are still upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
Like, how'd you get those flax crackers?
But the thing is, I did the day before. Yeah, like, I did like another day.
Like, I moved those flax crackers.
Yes, you did. We hid those flax.
Sneaky.
No, I will not. You guys, and we also did something important too. We moved the snack food bowl from downstairs in more like a bin, from downstairs in the basement to upstairs in Richard's man cave, so that I would have to go past him to get it, because
it's in the closet.
A bunch of yellow days. Don't tell me where it is.
I mean, it's not in.
But I'm just saying, a bunch of times he wouldn't realize, but I'd be going down in the basement and eating extra snacks, and he just wouldn't know about it, you know? So
you come up and be like,
I don't want to do that. So I gave him all the snacks. But there are still some other snacks, like the pork rinds and stuff, that just like make their way into the house, and I'm just like, oh, I'll eat those, you know? So I've just got to get better with my compulsive, eating. So even though yesterday wasn't too bad, it was still outside of my plan. So I gave myself a yellow day. And I stepped on the scale, and I was also PO'd because, oh God, I can't. I need a new marker. I stepped on the scale, and it's 187.4. So that was a gain of 1.8. Well,
that time.
So
time for a new marker.
So I was just like, it is horrible. Like, it's marginal. Don't get me wrong. Like, it's not.
It's the blue thing.
187. But like, it's just not, and plus no good number 2s and stuff. Plus I am fasting today. Like, so many different things, but like, this is just from the yellow nonsense.
That's all that is.
This is just from the extras. Gail said autumn snack confessions. Yeah, that's pretty much, confessions moment. Yeah. I snack, like I eat.
I mean, I think we all know that, but you're not alone though.
Yes.
Everybody has those weaknesses between those moments of down, especially if you try to be consistent over a long period of time. There's always going to be ebb and flows.
Yeah, but it's been way too much ebb and flow and no ebb. I mean, I can't do that. Yeah, like every day that I eat can't just be like, oh, and I'll add some extra. Like, no, that's just
exactly.
That can't work.
By the end of the week, all that.
Lisa's here, says, "Hey, all stuck at work as usual." I know, right?
Mom said she ate pizza for breakfast before.
Everybody's done that.
There are 3 foods I think that can be any temperature, any situation, any climate. Pizza, fried chicken.
He said chicken
and wings. That was another one. What was it?
I just remember pizza and fried chicken.
I know.
He said those silly Facebook posts that say you have 24 hours to spend $1 million. What do you buy? I always reply a Costco gift card. That's a great idea. That is a great idea. If you have to spend $1 million in 24 hours. So. Shelly said that's the hardest thing for me right now, staying in a deficit daily under 1,700 calories, because I show my macros every day. It's forcing me to be honest with them. I know, right?
That's amazing though.
Not showing my macros every day, so maybe I should do that.
It's the hardest thing, but it's the most truest though, because you're facing that demon right in the face and telling them what's going on.
Rashana said, I agree, Shelly. I'm at 1,500 calories. I lost track of tracking and need to pick it back up. Yeah. The good thing is, I mean, I do eat my meal prep. So at a certain point, I do know how much I'm eating. Yes. And then I just add 2 or 3 things on top of that, which just aren't part of my meal prep. And so I'll keep my calories in mind. I'm like, okay, this is 300 calories. So now I'm at 2,900 calories. Okay, that's not too bad. But, I just don't be keeping my my macros. He said, I just weighed myself this morning and lost another 5 pounds. Well, good for you.
Shauna and Lisa both say that was the third one I was going to say. Yes,
spaghetti.
That was the third one that you can do hot, cold, just
spaghetti with meat sauce. Meatballs. Yeah, spaghetti with meat sauce is really good.
You get like the big meatball.
No, I like more of a ground beef sauce. I don't like a big meatball. Are you team meatball or meat sauce?
I mean, there's a limit. Like I've seen some that are just one big meatball.
I've even seen the one where there are 2. Like I needed even more ground up than that. If it's not a fork size, if I have to cut the meatball up, then no. If it should be forkable. Like meatball, twist some spaghetti and eat it. Like I don't want the meatballs big enough to where I have to.
I wouldn't mind if they're big enough for one slice, like one cut, and then just fork.
No,
like just like
no.
That, I
want meat pellets. Oh my God, he said I used to love cold spaghetti sandwiches. Now that's a lot. A spaghetti on bread. They do serve spaghetti. They do serve bread with spaghetti.
I was gonna say, that's the thing. I mean, when you hungry and you that's all you got around you, you pick anything on some bread. Okay?
Fee said forkable. That's what she said, pretty much.
Yeah. You can put anything on some bread. Like condiment sandwiches.
Joey said I like Italian sausage in spaghetti. Yeah, but like only if it's like cut up in little pieces. Because that's kind of like that's why I don't like croutons either. Because you can never stick like a crouton with a fork without it like crusting apart or something. I'm like crunchy. I like croutons.
Not in a salad. I like my croutons in like a separate bowl to eat as I'm eating myself.
TC said I'm a nighttime snacker. Definitely meat sauce. I love how those 2 things went together. I
mean, I don't hate meat sauce. I can definitely do spaghetti and meat sauce.
Ooh, Rashana said
like little bitty
meat sauce with a side of white bread and butter, not toasted. Now that is also a Jones House staple when we grew up. Just like white bread and just like butter, like with butter. Oh God, that's so good. Put some salt on there. Ooh.
I mean, butter bread is
so good.
That's a staple, I think, every household at one point.
Yeah, I mean, could very well be. Okay.
Especially if that's all you get.
I got to go because my conference is about to start. Yeah, Mom said Rashana, butter bread. Yeah, we used to have that a lot. My conference is going to start, but I'll be glad. You guys, after, when I talk to you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern, I will be a TV star at that point. So like I said, we're going to tape it, and I can't wait to show you guys.
Have a tuna salad at the same time.
Something like that. So everyone have a great day, and we will talk to you tomorrow at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Bye.
Yes.